Hello everyone, this is a room tour I did back in 2015. Now the camera quality is not all there, but it's still a decent video, and it acts as a precursor to the Metal Jesus room tour video I did. Very happy to look back at this, so let's get right into it, guys. I think you'll enjoy it. I'll be talking over a lot of this video because the sound quality was not there on it. You know, some parts are really low, some parts are good, but I'll try to fill in most of what's going on. So this is the entrance part. My apartment looks very empty right now from when I first moved in. Hey, name's Reggie. You guys know me from the SRG forum. I'm one of the admins, and I usually don't show off my place, but I think it's time to open up a little bit and show you guys what games I have in my house. So let's take a look. It's weird looking back at how this place used to look. Always got to show off the big screen television. Oh, there's my Repro Man Laserdisc. Got my PS2, my 360, my Wii. PS3 system, got my Laserdisc movies that I watch, Do the Right Thing, reminds me what I gotta do every day. Oh, you better do the right thing like Spidey. I got Repro Man, I got my Snoopy. There's my Snoopy snow globe balloon. I play it every year during Christmas. I'm still a pretty big laser disc collector. I've had fun collecting these things over the years, still have a bunch. So next up, what I show off in this video actually is the arcade coffee table, which no longer exists. I got this from an old friend back in the day. Like I said, it doesn't exist anymore, but it's fun looking back at it. When this thing did work, man, it was on point, man. Seriously, it was awesome. I mean, a coffee table that you could look down on and play a video game on. It's just like those cocktail machines, and it had the little computer under it, and you could store stuff under there, of course. I really wish that thing worked. And here are my Tommy and Franklin Mint pinball machines, which are pretty much put in the closet right now. These things are really cool, very sought after by a lot of collectors out there. These are authentic tabletop pinball machines, and they have air pockets, all kind of cool stuff inside. Now, as you can say, I am talking during this video, but you could barely hear it, so this is why I'm adding the voiceover over it. But these things were a lot of fun. Oh gosh, I just noticed my apartment was a lot cleaner too, right in this video. That's pretty cool. But yeah, that's where my computer used to be, and that's where the Alien Arcade is now. Well, no longer actually, but that's what was my computer setup. Matter of fact, I didn't say this earlier in the video, but this video was back in 2015. So this is about 3 years ago when we filmed this, and that's my old school laptop that was still working for some reason, but it was falling apart. In the Metal Jesus video, when we opened up the fridge, this is what I meant for it to look like. Got the frozen foods, taquitos, Italian sauces. This is how I normally roll when it comes to getting food, but during the Metal Jesus video, I just hadn't went shopping yet, and I was like at the end of my food chain. So there we go. See, that's what I'm talking about right there. You know, that's a real fridge right there. Always got a pretty decent amount of food, but you know, just in case, you know, things get tough, I got these backing me up right here. We already know about that, the college students. So, all right, so let's take a look at the bathroom, I guess. Pretty basic bathroom. Got plenty of leg room if you're going to be here for a while. Got my magazines to read just in case of that. Benches of Kool-Aid Man, always a pleasure reading this. And you know, if you're going to be here for a while, you know, you get so this is where this actually originated from. I actually saw this on an episode of The Simpsons once, and I remember my friend back in high school actually used to do this because when he used to wake up in the middle of the night, didn't want to go downstairs and grab a drink, so he used to keep him in his toilet, in the water closet of his toilet, so he could just wake up and grab a quick drink. Take a look at the bedroom. It's not all fancy or whatever, but you know, I just use it to sleep. My bed is busted, and I got a new bed to hook up, but unfortunately it's too complicated, and I feel comfortable with sleeping just like this, so I'm cool with that. Right here. Man, I cannot believe how clean that room was back then, dude. This is insane. I probably need to take a picture of this video so I know what to do But yeah, wow, that's pretty insane looking back at this right now. That this room does not look like that anymore at all. Here's something funny too. I've had these skin flicks for like almost since maybe back in high school, and I cannot throw them out, man. This is funny. I can't do it. Here's my old DVD collection. Wow, I had the Dreamcast on top of the Xbox. Wow. Oh yeah, here's a little Star Wars swordplay. I used to really like that thing, but once the New Hope movie came out, man, people were paying cash for it, and I got rid of it. I think I sold that thing for almost $400. And here's the rest of the pinballs, how I keep them stored in here. Those fight sticks I no longer have. I actually got rid of those. I retired playing on the fight sticks. And here is my old car. Whoa, the Nissan Altima 1996. Good times on that thing. I don't know if I told you guys a story what happened to that car, but I'm just going to go ahead and talk over this part. I went to go fill oil into it, and I was really good about that, taking care of the car, but the cap was not turned on all the way, or turned all the way, and I didn't know the car was leaking because the sensors that in the car didn't all work, even though the car ran fine. And it leaked oil, and it leaked enough to where while I was driving away from the library, and the car seized on me. So right here I'm talking about when my car got stolen, and when we found it, the crooks left that doll back. They left it inside the car, and right here I'm talking about where I actually crashed into somebody and messed up my headlight. It was a good car. You know what was funny? My family was actually happy. Well, thought it was funny when the car seized on me because they knew that would force me to get another car. And now we finally entered the game room, how it looked in 2015. Look at my Wii games stacked over there. That's insane. They are not stacked like that anymore. They're in their own shelves. So we're going to start randomly here. This is pretty much my collector and box stuff. Like I got a PS2 King of the Fighters, some fighting games up here in box, survival horror games. This is kind of like my collector's. This is why collector's editions aren't all they're cracked up to be, man. I mean, look how I have to stack that stuff. It's actually quite annoying. We have a little over 100 games, I think, almost. Got my Vita under here. It's hard to see. And right here, my PSP. Right here. 3 rows of that. And here's my 3DS stuff right here. So, pretty proud of this collection. All these are good games, you know, stuff that I can pick up and play easily. Nothing, no filler or nothing, just rare and just for shelfware. All right, so here's another shelf. That middle shelf is always changing. It looks nothing like that anymore. I don't really collect toys, but it's even more stacked. I'm not gonna ever open them, but you know these are kind of cool. This was a gift right here. Vampire Hunter D. Some people know about that anime. America Meet D's Alice figure, which is cool. Sonic the Hedgehog, one of my favorites. Couple of DS games here in box. 4 PC games. Phantasmagoria, Bad Day LA, Cold Fear, which is excellent. Oh, and 2 Sonic games on the bottom here, so that's pretty cool. Oh, wow. And I got the popcorn machine. Funny story about the popcorn machine. I never really used the one inside my game room, but that popcorn that was in there stayed in there for 2 years. I didn't get rid of it till my friend Christopher Pico said it's time to get rid of it. So I finally dug it out and threw it out. Popcorn never spoils. Alright, so here's my Dreamcast collection. Now, what got me into collecting Dreamcast, even though it's easy to just to copy games for it, I got this game for $5 or $10 at a clothing shop, which is a weird place to get it. And that pretty much started the urge to buy Dreamcast games. Out of all my Dreamcast games I have right now, I think this one is probably the rarest one I have, Cannon Spike. I think it goes for like $200 now, but that doesn't mean anything to me. I'd still hook somebody up if they really wanted it. More collector's tough stuff. My Resident Evil Chainsaw PS2 version. RPGs up here and stuff like that. In the back, you can't really see it, but I love the American McGee Alice figures.
always for a long time, so I have one of those. It's like a violent telling of the Alice in Wonderland. So it's more of a modern. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but it's more violent, I would say. My Super Nintendo collection.
Look how stacked I used to be on Super Nintendo. I was all about it at first.
I think I'm pretty much done. My favorite system of all time, which you guys know, is the PlayStation stuff. You can barely see it, but you can see the stacks in here.
Happy to say that I actually got a case to put those stacks in finally, so they're not sitting up there anymore, blocking the view.
And then I got the PS2 collection down here. All kind of good stuff here. Survival horror. Pretty much all the stuff I liked over the years I have here. And a little bit more, I'm guessing. I just got into imports, so this is my import PS1 collection right here. PAL games, Japanese games. All easy to play. You don't need to read any Japanese to play those. And the rest of the PS2 is down here. All right, so
here's the other side of the room. The window was really bright and it was messing up the camera.
This is my Tales shelf right here. This is all the Tales games I have. Well, one of them is not on here right now. It's the Vita version, but that's an RPG has always been good to me that I like to come and play over the years. My Game Boy, well, these are my rare Game Boy games right here. I put them away from everybody else. Mega Man 5, Castlevania Legends, all that stuff right here. Got all my DS collection here. Jeez. I got my Neo Geo Pocket down here. Stuff. And one cool item is one of my friends asked me what's my favorite game ever made. And I picked Steambot Chronicles, which you can see. He put it right here, Steambot Chronicles. But the Japanese name is called Bumpy Trot. So they made a box for me, and I put all my Steambot Chronicles stuff in here, which is cool. So that PSP game, pull it out. The PS2 game, and a harmonica. All right, now this bottom shelf. This is Game Boy Color right here. All my Game Boy Color stuff. The rest of this is Game Boy Advance stuff. I collect everything in box. I don't really like having.
So Marcus, I know you're sitting in your chair, in your recliner chair, watching this. This is how my Genesis collection used to be, man. The bottom part is stacked, dude. Look at that.
You guys can see a little bit more. The bottom shelf. There's that down there. And more Game Boy Advance stuff on the side. So here more of Game Boy stuff. These are like the original Game Boy stuff I have. I don't have that much, but the stuff I have is stuff I really like. You go to the next shelf. The Vectrex system. I got some cool games for that. Got the regular Xbox here. More up here. All my Sega.
So that's how my Sega CD collection used to look. It's not like that anymore. I've actually downsized a lot because I always felt a lot of those games were kind of unplayable.
So it was decent to get back then. You can still find it in the stores. Here's what's left of my GameCube collection. I got some cool stuff in there. I got rid of the Mario Karts and the Kirby because I just prefer to play the other versions of those games. Well, Kirby doesn't have a racing game, but Mario does, so I like Mario Kart 7 the best. So here's the Vectrex system. I got this I think a few years ago, and it was refurbished. And I think this is Chris Saunders' old system. He did a good job on it, man. Chris, really good at working on these things. So works good. I got pole position in there right now. See if it's still. I don't have the right screen thing because the screen picture, these, whatever they call these, I forgot what they call them, but they're hard to find the correct one sometimes. So I got just a random one on there. But you guys remember pole position. It's a pretty good game, racing game. You race for the position first. Okay, I think I got to change gears here. He's going pretty slow. That's terrible. What the hell? Trying to make it look good for camera. I can't do it. Man, this is... Forget it. Let's just do this. Get some explosion in there. There we go. That was cool. Virtual Boy here. I have the games pretty much all set out because I think there's like 13 or 14 games in the US set. So, nothing much to this. I mean, you can't really see it unless you're looking into it. But pretty cool system. It's unique. It's kind of gimmicky, I would say. well, not gimmicky, but it's just cool to look into like your own world, I guess, and play a video game. All right, so this is pretty much my setup in the game room. I got this TV for my Sega CD32X Genesis stuff. 32X. I only have like 3 games for it, but Tempo, Knuckles Chaotix, and Virtual Racing, which pretty much is all I want for the system, you know, so whatever. Here's my Nintendo collection. Some of it here. Repros here. Got Hothead Joe. Cool game. What else? Just a lot of cool stuff here. Repros. My GameCube with monitor. 4-player Ninja Turtle arcade game on it. You know, pretty cool. This TV right here is pretty much for my PlayStation 1 and Retron 3, which I don't have a Super Nintendo or Nintendo system. So that's the substitute for those. Pretty cool. And over here, this TV used to be for my 64 collection, but I just changed it to my Pac-and Play. You know, I play Pac-Man on here. And here's the rest of my Nintendo games here. Alright, so here we have the Wii collection, which I thought I was never going to collect for the Wii because I have a modded Wii with all the games on a hard drive, but it was really fun collecting these games, and hard drives go out on you, so I decided to make a collection for it. And the Wii being as one of the last systems that's not internet, it doesn't need the internet to survive like all these other systems do, like patches and all that weird stuff. It's a really solid system, and it's probably one of the last great systems, to be honest with you. I hate to say that, but it's just true. As gimmicky as the system is. And here is the 360 collection. Not much here. I had most of my stuff downloaded on the hard drive for it. But here's some pretty good exclusives. You know, I got the Riding series, Left 4 Dead. I had a lot of fun playing those games. Jurassic Park is a really good game that you guys probably don't really know about. And not really much else I can say about it besides a couple of shooters. I just got some exclusives that I really liked on the system, and that was pretty much it. So, there it is. Hey, well, thanks for coming by my house, SRG. I hope you guys like what you saw. I might have messed up talking a little bit, but that's okay. You know, you guys will forgive me, so I'll see you guys on the forum.
We tried to make this a regular thing, but a lot of our friends wouldn't participate. Only me and Joe did these videos so far.
All right, so we're going to start over here with, we're just going to start.
Hold on.
Ah, the old school fan in the window. Always works.
Look.
2, take 3.
Alright, so this is my bullet poster. This is You Only Get One Shot at Revenge. It's my boy Tupac, Mickey Rourke. Damn.
Thanks for watching, guys. I'll leave a link in the description of the updated tour.